In today's video, I'm talking about Dove's newly launched line for wavy and curly hair. It's called Beautiful Curls. So this is not a sponsored video. They sent me their entire line of products to do a sponsored demonstration video. Since I have the entire line and I'm sure you guys will have questions, I thought let me talk about it in detail. The shampoo, the conditioner and the mask contain silicones, which is why I did not use them. The curly hair gel does not have silicones, and so in my demonstration video, I chose to use the gel alone. So I personally follow a modified version of CG, which means that I break most of the rules. I use brushes, I comb my hair, I use heat from time to time, I color my hair. The only rule that I have stuck to is the no silicone rule. So using silicones is a personal choice. You can either go the no silicone route where you decide that I'm not going to use silicones at all, or you can decide that listen, I'm okay with silicones and I'm going to style my hair using normal products that are not CG friendly, but I'm going to use CG friendly techniques. For me personally, this is what I've noticed. I use alcohols, I use sulfates. The one ingredient that I have not used is silicones. It has worked really well for me. I wrote a post on Instagram explaining exactly why I don't use silicones. I'll leave the link down below. Also recently I went through the allergic reaction and then we had the fiasco of a bad haircut. So right now I'm not feeling particularly adventurous with my hair. I know you guys also keep asking me to check out the BBlunt line, which also has silicones. So right now I'm not comfortable. Maybe my opinion will change in the next 6 months or the next year. Let's see. Either way, the point is if you choose to use silicones, you will need to use sulfates as well, because the sulfates will get rid of the silicones. Otherwise they'll keep building up. And if you decide to go the no silicone route, then once in 3 to 4 weeks or once in 2 weeks, depending on what your hair likes, you'll need to use a sulfate to clarify your hair and get rid of the buildup. Either way, for this video, we have my mum who very generously volunteered to demo the line for us. So I don't know if I can call this video a review because I haven't used them personally. So how is it my review? The best I can do here is I've demoed the line on her and I'm going to talk about what I observed and what I inferred from it, if that makes sense. Alright, so all of this was to give you some context. Now let's jump into the video. The shampoo contains silicones and has a milky, slimy texture. It foams and lathers quite a bit. I applied the product and thoroughly massaged my mum's scalp. After shampooing, my mum's hair felt extremely dry and rough to the touch. I'm going to attribute this to firstly the shampoo being extremely cleansing and secondly to the box dyes that my mum's been using. I feel like the dyes have left this rough feeling deposit on my mum's hair. So to bring back the moisture that my mum's hair desperately needed, I went in with the conditioner. The conditioner felt pretty lightweight and my mum's hair had very few tangles in it to begin with. The conditioner does contain silicones, and so I had no issues running my fingers through my mum's hair. I emulsified the product on the palm of my hands and started applying it to my mum's hair in small sections. I took great care to work in small sections and evenly distribute the product. In total, I used a generous 6 pumps of conditioner because my mum's hair needed it. After which, I squished to condition. Since my mum does not style her hair, I focused quite a bit on curl training. Her texture has also really loosened up quite a bit over the last few years. Growing up, my mum always had super curly ringlets. So I squished to condition and finger coiled some of her top sections to curl train. After this, we washed the conditioner off and went in with a hair mask. The hair mask also contains silicones. The mask is definitely thicker than the conditioner. Since my mum's hair is very dry, I went in with copious amounts. I would recommend using a generous quantity when working on high porosity hair. I would also recommend using conditioner as well as deep conditioner on high porosity hair. So I applied the product section by section, emulsified and really focused on working the product into my mum's hair lengths. Then I put my mum's hair in 2-strand twists. I let the mask sit on my mum's hair for 10 minutes, after which we rinsed it off. We didn't wash it off completely though. We let some of the hair mask remain on my mum's hair because we're going to be styling with gel alone. For high porosity hair, only gel does not work. I have medium porosity hair, which is why I could use the gel only. But my mum's hair needs far more moisture wise. and so I let some of the mask remain on my mom's hair. For styling, I worked in 4 sections, spritzed her hair down with water, used a couple of pumps of the hair gel. The hair gel does not contain silicones and is CG friendly. So I raked it through her hair lengths and then defined her curls using a Denman brush. Then I scrunched in an upward motion. I also finger rolled a few select sections. Then I scrunched her hair in all directions. When I felt like her hair was drying out, I spritzed it down again with some water and then scrunched. After styling, we let my mum's hair air dry naturally. Then I scrunched out the crunch and fluffed out her roots. And finally, these are her results. Now let me talk about the gel because I have the most experience with it. So on the 10th of April, I picked up the gel from Myntra. I paid a measly 291 rupees for it. After which, the brand reached out to me and offered me a collaboration opportunity, which I accepted. That video is already on my channel. All this to say that I've had quite a bit of experience with the gel. Let me tell you what I observed. The gel feels like a serum. It gives you solid medium hold, but it can be built up. If you use a lot of it, you can get slightly more than medium hold. The gel tends to work way better when you're damp styling. I've noticed when I style on sopping wet hair, the volume is less compared to the volume that you'll get if you damp style. Next, let's talk about shrinkage. I don't think the gel gave me a lot of shrinkage, but then again, I used it without a leave-in conditioner. When I talk about other gels and I talk about performance, I always pair it with a leave-in conditioner, and so I feel like maybe I need to create a little more content on this. In the coming weeks, I'm going to do leave-in plus the Dove gel, and I'll put up a reel and a short. Once that video is up, I'll leave a pinned comment and I'll update the description with the link, so that we can judge exactly how much definition I get with the gel alone compared to when I use a leave-in plus the gel, which is typically what I do anyway. The gel has like a serumy, slimy texture. If you emulsify it on your hand, you'll notice that it becomes milky. The results last for 2.5 days, not longer. I personally enjoyed it quite a bit to refresh my hair. Not really on wash day all that much, because I noticed that the results did not have that big volume that I'm used to. So who is this gel for and who's going to enjoy it? If you personally require a gel that is super light, you don't like gels that are extremely heavy and moisturizing, then you might enjoy this gel. Medium porosity people who usually cannot refresh their hair midweek because it becomes really heavy and really greasy, this gel might actually work to refresh your hair, because me personally, now I have medium porosity hair. It's become very difficult to refresh my hair. I have to be really careful because nowadays I'm noticing that refreshing is no longer like it used to be when I had high porosity hair. Use something slightly heavy and bam, it is over moisturized, it feels greasy, it doesn't look good. And so the concept of refreshing has really changed for me. What I noticed is the gel worked really well. It did not over moisturize my hair, which is why I'm saying medium porosity people who have struggled with refreshes, nothing works because everything feels too heavy and greasy. Since this gel is so light, I feel like this gel might work for you if you're looking to refresh your hair. People with low porosity hair who typically find gels to be super heavy on their hair, I feel like this might be a good choice for you because it is so light. People who prefer their gels to be super moisturizing and nice and heavy, you're not going to enjoy this gel. That was my opinion on the gel.